Hey there, Richie Yip of Infighting Martial Arts here in Vancouver. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about butterfly guard, and we're going to do some really cool drills to help you with your guard passing, guard retention, and then how to recounter the defense of the guard pass. So it starts off with Stefan in butterfly guard. What we're going to do is a really simple guard pass. I'm just going to do the full pass. It's classic pass. Sometimes it's called the over-under pass because my arm is going over his leg and my other arm is going underneath. It sometimes starts off relatively shallow, but once I start to go and get my shoulder in deeper, that's when you go over under. See how my arm is over top? This is underneath, driving with my weight, finishing with my knee underneath both of his knees, and then securing the neck for the full pass. Now, in order to go and make that a little bit smoother, we're just gonna go and do the initial movement. And it looks like this. One hand on the floor, right? You can use your palm, you can use your knuckles, whatever you feel like. It's truly irrelevant. Then my shoulder coming forward. Note how my left hand, see this is over top. I'm just gonna use my hand like so. Make sure your elbow isn't nice and deep, right? Or nice and close to your rib cage, so that way you don't get caught in a chimera. So my shoulder comes in. Careful, of course, to not headbutt your training partner and your friends. Bringing that shoulder in, driving right through into the pass. Now, Stefan's just gonna go and sit up. Give me a butterfly guard right away, so that way I can get some repetition. You know how I'm just gonna go right side, left side, right side, and then left side. This is a great drill to do. You can do this for those instructors out there. Do this as a warm-up, all right? But it's just great, so that way you get some dexterity. Next phase, this is for Stefan. Now, let's talk a little bit about cross-side first, so that way everybody understands what's happening. If I have cross sides, and Stefan, can you lie down for a moment, brother? Cross side is me being across Stefan, all right? See how my head is on one side of his spine? Like if we were to go and just divide Stefan in half here. My head is on one side. My hip is on the other side, hence the term cross side. If Stefan were to push my head, see my head and my hip are on the one side? What's over top of him? Maybe my arm? How heavy am I, Stefan, right now? I don't know. Exactly. All right, we don't really have a position. Now, understanding that, Stefan can go and defend the guard pass. Let's do this really, really slowly. Now, Stefan's in butterfly, right? There's different permutations of it. If I'm trying to pass, he can go and put one hand down on the floor just so that way he can maintain his structure. I'm passing this way. See, he's gonna go and put one hand on the floor. Now, why is that? Well, so that way I can't shove his shoulder blades down to the floor, but also so he can move his hip a little bit here. And as well, he wants to be able to face me with his chest, and see he's got his hand on my head, and he just shoves my head down to the floor like this. So that way, I can't come across, finish the guard pass, and take cross side. So the drill, what it looks like, if we can just go and butterfly again, is that I'm just gonna check here, and see if I'm using my right hand over top. My left hand, this is my left. He's gonna use his left hand, he's gonna shove my head right down. See, he moves his hip a little bit. Note how his chest faces me. And we can do the exact same thing on the other side. Note how it's my right hand this time. This is my right. Okay? He uses his right hand. He's just going to shove my head right down to the floor. Ensures that I don't get my head across. This is for cross side. Now, can we just do this wrong, Stefan, just for our audience? I'm just going to move a little bit here for the camera. Now, see, I'm passing. I'm going to pass this way. So I initiate with my left. What if he uses his right hand to push? Not the worst thing in the world. He can absolutely stall this pass. But what if I'm really aggressive? Note how his chest is actually facing away from me. From here, if I just bring my head away and then my hip in, just roll this all the way over. It's still pass, drive him through. All right? It's better for Stefan to face me with his chest. So the drill now is that if I'm passing over here, if I'm passing over to my left, his right, he's going to use his left hand. Shoves my head down. Here, he's gonna shove my head down. He's gonna shove my head down. He's gonna shove my head down. All right? Now, see, he's being nice, right? I mean, we're not palm striking here, right? We're not working the D-mock on my neck, right? He's my buddy. He's gonna take care of me. So here's the next phase. People will do this to you. You're trying to pass guard. People will stiff arm you. People will try to shove your head down to the mat. You still want to pass. So how do we recounter this? Let's do this really slow, okay, Stefan? I'm passing on this side over to my left. See, he's using his left hand. He's going to shove my head down to the floor. Cartwheel over. Now, when I mean cartwheel, I mean I'm not going to jump over like I'm some 9-year-old girl. I mean that I'm just going to go, bring my left leg up and then over, and I bring my right leg up and then over. That's it. I'm just going to skip over top of his legs. All right, so if we can do that again, please, Stefan. Here's my right hand. He's gonna use his right hand to shove my head down like this. Like over, and the other one over. Really easy, really easy. Can we do the other side, Stefan? Here, uses his left hand. My right leg, jump over. Jumping over this way. And jumping over this way. So you see how I'm just being mindful of the fact that I can still do the pass, even though he's trying to push on my head. So it turns into a nice, smooth guard passing drill, and it's absolutely functional, and this works great. As a lesson, you can teach this, you can make a nice hour-long lesson out of this, or it can just be a really, really cool drill to warm up your students. All right, so I hope you like this tutorial.